Yo, what up, deadheads? Welcome to the Already Asleep at This Point podcast.
Welcome to the nightcap with your homies. What's up? Welcome back.
Woo! It's been a minute.
We are back again with the Hitman and the Zombie Ass Show. What up, Hitman? How was your Thanksgiving?
I know, I kind of thought the intro would drop right there, so I was like, pacing myself.
So let's paste it again. Hold on, one more time. We're doing live. It's been a minute, guys. We're a little still drunk off the eggnog.
Shaking off the cobwebs.
Hold on, here, knock it. Ready? Count it in.
Uno, dos, cinco.
With Hitman, the zombie with your best friends. Ho, 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 let's get it right. Rocking the house on Christmas night. From the North Pole to your hometown. Hitman and zombie bringing it down.
I've definitely seen that before. It was dope.
As you can tell, we're getting into the festive mood.
Really? Why? Was there like a holiday?
It was a Festivus. You know, we're getting into the ho. Well,
that's right. Festivals for the testicles.
We're in the Feliz. Oh, sorry. Here you go.
I got a Navidades release.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Here's a hit word. I am the Ray Zombie. Welcome, guys. I know it's been a minute. Today we are reviewing a very what do you call this? Crazy movie.
It's just like a gothic romance.
We get the trifecta. You know that the Holy Trinity is here.
It's a cutting of age.
We got the Trinity when you get Tim Burton, Danny Elfman, and Johnny.
Lots of belt straps.
Depp. So every time, you know, they're always together. And that's right, guys. Today we are reviewing
That's right. That's right. We're Scissorhands, aka self-circumciser, aka salad fingers, aka slappy choppy, aka not that kind of scissoring. I'm sorry, I am reading these because I wrote them down. Aka Voto from Soul Calibur Sexual Awakening. Yeah, that's all I got. Man.
I don't know if we should go with that one, but I love
Voto
you guys.
from Soul Calibur Sexual Awakening.
And there's a Edward Dildo Hands.
God, wasn't it penis fingers or some shit?
Oh my goodness.
Salad fingers.
So yeah, that's right, guys. We're going into Edward Scissorhands.
We're gonna say Johnny Depp, man. He had like 6 lines in this fucking movie.
He just walks.
I'm kind of scared.
Oh my goodness. How did we get into this fucking mess? You know, we said it was a Christmas movie. We got into it just like Die Hard.
Yeah, because there's snow.
There's snow and it's colorful and music is playing loud over my ears.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Festivus. So yeah, so we get this guy, this little tinker guy.
An inventor.
An inventor, that's his daddy. And he said he created Mr. Edward.
Yeah, because he looked at his robot and he was like, damn, this shit would be cool if it had choppy fingers.
All right, first of all, I want to see the back story of how the hell did he put Edward together. Where did he get the face? Where did he get the heart? Where did he get the parts?
Considering the hands were made out of fucking Play-Doh, I don't think it's.
Is this Geppetto in a Gothic way?
Yeah, I don't think it's that advanced. All I know is I hope, for Edward's sake, in his very tight, pungent latex suits, that Mr. Inventor Man invented the bidet, and he had one in his house.
Hey, you think his face is scarred up? What about his booty hole?
And then he had to figure out because he had to figure out how to unstrap every one of those Final Fantasy belt loops to get that whole romper off. When you wear a romper, the whole fit gotta go. If you
Yes,
gotta
I heard.
remove the fit, you gotta shit. That's what
So-
they say at the store when they sell those to you.
You gotta shit. You gotta go butt naked.
You gotta shit, remove the fit.
But I'm saying that, like, dude, did he kill these people? Is it made out of Play-Doh, or what is he? He ain't human.
Use Edward.
And second of all, did nobody come check up on this guy, the inventor? Or doesn't he have kids, family, mom, dad?
I don't know if you've ever heard of Nikola Tesla.
Who's that?
The only friends Nikola Tesla had were crows.
Ooh.
Smartest inventor in the world. I'm not getting into that. How do you not know? But
Is that the guy from Elon Musk, the Tesla?
yeah, this one. He made him.
So he's Johnny Depp all over again.
That's where that came from. He had no associations whatsoever. In fact, the only record of him talking to people was, his peer reviews, and when he would argue with the guy who pretended to invent the light bulb, Edison, piece of Edison.
Piece of Edison.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's continue with Mr. Edward here. If you answer my question, like, where did he get the heart, the lungs? If not, everything is mechanic. Is he a robot? Cyborg? Does he have a ticking heart? And then why the fuck did he start it with scissors? Couldn't he just give him a hand?
Well, I mean, I wanted to get into that when we broke down the movie,
Oh, okay.
but I don't necessarily have an answer either. It's just it's like the end of the movie.
Give him a hand job. Anyways, so this lady selling Avon, going door to door, and everybody's turning her down.
That was Peggy. It's Peggy Hill.
Peggy.
Oh, yeah.
There was Avon
Mhm.
back then, going. So did anybody in your family sell Avon? Because I know my mom did for a bit.
I was a door-to-door hentai salesman.
There you go. You're selling those hand ties. You get a little tying for your hand just in case for you one of those nifty occasions.
Sure.
So I was gonna say, that's another thing too. Is like you're selling to the same people over and over in your little cul-de-sac, and everybody knows each other. Oh, tag me, Nick. Do you wanna live in a cul-de-sac like that, or you like nobody knowing you?
I mean, I don't know. You say that, but every bitch goes to Ulta, the same fucking Ulta. Honestly, what? They get new shit? Yeah, same with the Avon chick. It's the same concept. It's just like Ulta walks up to your front porch.
You want this or do you want that?
Exactly.
Come on, Peggy. We've been through this before. You come to my door and I pretend I'm interested and I'm not going to buy anything. You already know that. Like, yes, Magnus, whatever her name is.
Kathy Bates. Yeah.
She's the girl from 2.5 Men, right? What was? The mom. Anyways, moving on. So she wanders up this hill, she's looking at it. It's funny how the bottom, the neighborhood's so colorful, different color houses. They look like the fucking the Christmas elves threw up all over them.
Yeah.
And then you got this rundown goth house all the way to the top. It's so gray. As soon as you see the house, you know it's a Tim Burton movie.
I guess there's got to be something to be said about the era it was made in, where that wasn't just like obnoxiously overdone. It was like, oh yeah, everyone's colorful, and they're also wearing this Barbie, or whatever. And I was like, no, I guess this was like one of the first iterations of that.
I'm a Barbie girl in a lovely world.
Yeah,
Masses traffic. Ram into. Anyways.
it's funny. I mean, dude, you can like peek into Tim Burton's mind and be like, yeah, this guy's messed up. Like, oh, everyone's all the same except for my one freaky little gray house.
He likes his torture victims, you know, to get
Yeah.
sympathy that way.
He-
So it's this Miss Peggy girl. She goes up and she's like, okay, this fence is down. I might as well let myself in. So she walks all the way up the hill and then she knocks on the door. Hello, Avon. Hello. Oh, I guess nobody's home. Let me break in and enter. Let me go in. Oh, hello? No one's here. Let me keep going up the stairs. Let myself in. Yeah, sure. Go. Let yourself in.
I see you're taking a bath. Can I use this moment to talk about the makeup that I had?
I got this fucking, what's it called? The soap bombs?
Yeah. This Lush bath bomb with
There you go.
rosemary, lavender, and agandar oil. Am I
That's
saying
good.
that right? I don't know.
It'll make your eyes
Argan?
sparkle.
It gives mad wop. Nobody
It
says
makes your
that.
booty gets big.
All right.
So she keeps going up and like, oh, okay. You're in the toilet taking a shit. Can I interest you in this toilet paper? So she
No,
makes it all the way. Yeah.
Don't ask why. It's personal reasons.
I like the lavender scent. It makes your booty tingle.
Oh man, those are scented bidets. Holy shit, Japan.
Sheesh. Makes your smell delicioso. So anyways, when you go in there, then she's looking. She's like, hello? Why are you hiding in the dark? You shouldn't be hiding. She's like, I'm a friend. And then all of a sudden, this guy out of the bat pole, she gets up and she's like, I think I should go now. No, she like all of a sudden, like she's like befriends this weirdo looking thing. He has long curly hair, well not curly hair, long frizzle hair, cut in his eyes, pale white, scissor for hands, and he's wearing this BDSM bodysuit.
And it even has the little buttons on the button so that you can stay warm while you're on the potty. Can you help me undo my flaps?
That's another thing. Like, how does he go to the bathroom or anything?
We've already discussed that.
Sheesh.
But also, he has a mansion with I don't know how many houses, but I mean how many rooms, but it's a big building regardless. And then he's hiding in the corner like a rat.
Like, you don't come down. You don't come down out of the basement. You stay up there.
There's nobody else there. You're fine.
Imagine he mistreated him. It's like, you don't come down and I'll whoop your ass. Like a dog.
Throwback.
So how nobody in the fucking city hasn't noticed him? How the hell he gets Uber Eats delivered to him? He's not cooking. He's eating. He eats the wandering kids that go by and they're curious, open the door and gets eaten up.
I guess he's a robot.
See, that's what I mean. See, he could be a machine.
Yeah.
We don't know. We haven't stabbed him yet. Do you bleed? Do you bleed? We'll find out, I guess. So continue on. So she feels pity for this thing. She's like, I'm gonna take you home. Like a lost stray puppy. Like, why would you do that? You'd be like reporting, you're like, I found this man that's been up there and nobody has been taking care of him. Anyways. The only thing cool is like we see Gray outside, and when we step through the door, you see her garden all like dinosaurs and like in the front of the mansion, huh? Like it's like a big hand in the mansion.
Yeah,
She's like, "Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Who's upkeeping this?"
Gary.
There's some Mexicans they hired. They're just putting on this tab. He keeps buying like here, unlimited supply. Just keep my garden straight.
I don't know. His name is Jesus, but they call him Chewy. I still don't know why.
Hey Joey,
I don't want to take a bite to find out.
he comes with the lawnmowers and his crew head.
Oh yeah, this is Choppy Choppy.
Hey, with the same design as past 20 years, 40 years, or how many years you've been up there?
Yeah.
Shoot. So I guess that's one way to keep yourself entertained. So he goes out, so he goes driving. Peggy takes him home, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, you saw that? Who was that? I don't know." So everybody's around the horn, talking to each other. Hey, did you see what Peggy brought home? He's like a pale guy. I don't know. He's kind of cute. I don't know.
Nah, bitch, what he did, sis. Spell
How old
that.
do you think he is? Like 16?
Well, he's presumably around the same age as the daughter.
So yeah, so she brings him in like a dog, and everybody's looking at him like, "So Peg, when are you gonna invite us to see your friend?" She's like, "What? No friend here." "Oh, how are you gonna keep him to yourself?" The little horn dog girl.
And then she's like, we have an entire basement and plenty of other rooms, but here, why don't you go in the room with a waterbed that belongs to our daughter?
That part was. So yeah, so he walks around. He's like, "Oh, that's that's Kimmy, that's Kevin, that's Steve, Dad, Bob,
Yeah.
and then that's Kimmy." And then he's looking at him like, and you hear the song. You hear this song play in the background right here. This one right here. His eyes become aglow. He's like, "Such a beauty. I'm the beast, and you're the beauty."
And then one of his belt buckles popped.
Oh boy. He's like a new kid learning new sensations. He's like, "Mom, I'm feeling something." Looks down, everybody looking at her like, "Oh my God, Edward, put that away. Put what away? Stop touching it like that." So
Yeah, he will. After the one time.
oh goodness sake. So Peggy's like, "Here, go into this room. She's not gonna be home until another week or something." Was it a week or the weekend? Some shit like that.
And then the waterbed. Dude, having a waterbed was such a vibe.
You know this will kind of make him.
Dude, why? Oh, you like we're dated.
It's just hard to. I was reading into it, like it was hard to upkeep, and you had to keep patching it up,
I don't know. I only ever filled mine once.
and then the water goes.
Oh, it was so good. Hell yeah, it's amazing. Plus, you could throw a heater on that bad boy.
Shit!
That was fucking dope, dude. It was like laying on top of a hot tub and sleeping.
You turn around like.
Dude, humanity peaked at that invention.
Like just move a little.
I mean, now there's like gel pads and all kinds of other crazy stuff, but
I can't imagine getting motion sickness. Like
nah, I loved.
no. Okay. Hold on. Let me reach over to get this cup.
I mean, yeah, like honestly, like I don't know. Probably if you're like old, it's not comfortable. It doesn't.
Sharon,
It doesn't
stop
resist
moving
your
around.
bones, and you're a freak. It doesn't match your freak, but
Sharon, stop moving so much. You're like,
it was yeah. There was probably other people in the bed would make it hard too, but like
Sharon, can you stop?
getting
Stop.
out of it was hard just because it was just like it was like sleeping in the womb. Like you didn't want to leave. Fucking majestic. Anyway,
Sharon, can you stop tossing and turning? Damn it.
Ozzy, you're still alive?
You're trying to get off to
Yes, you're supposed to. I don't know what happened to rock and roll, but I used to be it. And you listen to it now, and it's just like the most mellow shit. Like, really?
Compared to
Crazy train. It's a lot of fun and it's very scary. This was. This is like people are like biting heads off shit listening to this. Like, so chill. Like an afternoon stroll.
compared to everything else now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what?
People used to be thinking it's cool.
This is the jive that my parents warned me about.
It's like sharing a kid. Hold on, I'm trying to put my teeth inside my water glass.
Uh, he was in the Trolls movie before last, and he sounded ancient in that even, and that he was not acting.
He's just acting himself.
Hmm.
Next year, the Troll trilogy. So yeah, Mr. Scissorhands, so you're like, here, I'm gonna give you these clothes that are tailor made to you all of a sudden. She's like, do I really want to dress like this? You're like, here, you have no choice. You put this on because I tell you to put it on. Yes, master. So he sees it, he opens it up like this. He's like, and the way he wiggles his feet in there, he's like, so he's like khaki pants with overalls and a white shirt.
Business cash.
And then he sees a waterbed and he looks at it and he pokes it like, he does the eyes. And then he gets like a teddy bear and puts it on top like nothing happened.
Well, it worked well enough that he could still sleep on it somehow.
He plugged it in with the other thing. It's like, hello, fun oh.
Mm.
So that night, he meets with the brother, Kevin and the dad is like, all right. I'm surprised the dad is so chill about it. Like, yeah, you can stay here. Whatever. Don't matter. You're a stranger. I'll be fucking freaked out. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck? How would you react to that guy being brought home?
Hey, the fuck are you?
You'd be like, hey, Steve, Kevin, what? Bring me all the erasers so I could put them on this fucking sharp, pointy items.
I don't know, man. Like in the very first scene where she meets him, you clearly see that he has a thumb. just like fucking just take the pokey gloves off. There's shit under there.
You have him. Probably a botch.
I don't know. I would just let him sleep in the garage, I guess.
You should have done that since the get-go or whatever. So say here that Kimmy is not coming home until the weekend. She was Kimmy, yeah, whatever. Put the blanket. So Shirley knows she gets dropped off by her friends. So it's Kim, Jim, and the rascals from Stranger Things. And then the party wagon.
Rasta Dutchie.
It's like, oh my God, hey, are you home? It's like, yeah, are you expecting you to be home? It's like, no, but I'm going to be at home anyways. So she gets open, she opens the door, she gets in, and she's undressing, and he's like, what is this sensation? He's like,
What's this? What's this?
I've seen that before. Oh my goodness. So I was like, all right, stay on it. So all of a sudden she turns on the light, turns around, she screams like, ah! It's a natural reaction. I would have screamed too. So it's funny how Edward gets up, he's like walking around listening to what to do. He's like, oh, like one of those dumbasses. Like, what is that? That was a monster in my bed. Like, no, that's Edward. We'll introduce you guys later. Oh my God, you let him in there. So they set Kim in Kevin's room, and Edward is sent to the basement.
Where he should have been to begin with.
Chained up like a dog. And then yeah, so the dad is like, here, have some lemonade. She could relax. Like lemonade, and there's a fucking what? A shot of scotch.
Yeah, some vodka.
There you go. So he's like bottoms up. He drinks it. Then he's like, he just collapses. That was like me that Saturday when I had a party. I couldn't. I went too fast, too hard. I hit the wall, and I was yakking. I was yakety yak. Don't talk back.
It's a good idea to give that to the human slap chop, though.
Can you imagine he goes on a bank and a fucking rager?
Right?
Left
That hasn't happened yet.
Left and right is just like going slicey, dicey, like
You're gonna love
himself.
my nuts. Kids love my nuts. Moms love my nuts. Slap chop.
Slap shop. So yeah. So they have the whole party and everybody comes over, like, oh my God, you made the family. So they found out he has the talent of creating animals.
No,
out of
the
bushes.
animals is much later. Oh, creating animals out of bushes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good at chopping hedges.
So he's like, you see it.
He's a hedge fund manager. Nah, before that though, I want to address this.
They were the hedge fund.
Because the first thing that Peggy does is she's like, we're just gonna cover up those guys with their makeup. We're just gonna put a little fancy.
Oh yeah.
And she's like terrible at it. But like, you see this creature, and the first thing you're like, I'm gonna cover up a couple obvious scars that the reason you got them is obvious, instead of the rest of the problem. Like, you look like a terrier who fucked a light socket. I'm not gonna fix your hair.
Yeah, comb it.
I mean,
bathe. They didn't even take a shower. Hasn't even taken a shower in years.
Ever? She's gonna like, oh yeah, and as we know from Batman, those suits very sweaty.
Oh goodness sake.
And then she just makes them more pale and doesn't cover the scars.
It's putting makeup on makeup.
What are you doing?
That's just hilarious. Like, here, I got this little lotion. He's just looking at himself.
Like, am I supposed to be like this?
I like how he's just letting himself do it, It's like, all right. I guess I'm not supposed to harm humans because I'm a robot.
You don't know no better.
He don't know nothing. Like little poopy, he had to get a newspaper roll and hit him in the face with it. No. So yeah, everybody's like over in the shindig, It's like, oh my God, look, I made you this potato salad. I starts feeding him. Like everybody's all Google gaga over him. I don't know why. He's new, probably. He's a new fresh, like I said, because you're in a cul-de-sac, everybody knows each other, and everybody's like, eh. But when you see someone else come into the neighborhood, it's like, oh my God, who's that?
Oh shit.
Oh shit, look at your hair. Look at it. It's so fabulous.
Oh shit.
And then the over Catholic woman comes out like, you're a work of a devil. You're gonna burn in hell, all of you. And like, what's her problem?
Then he goes to Full House and he's like, cut it out.
Oh my God. But anyway, so we got a lot of hygienes going on. She's like, oh my God, give me an orgasm for a haircut. Can you cut my hair? Now she has this old poodle looking thing. She's like, what are you gonna do? She's like, what? It's like, I understand you're living here. What are you gonna do for money or work? What type of those interactions?
But which ones? With the neighbors or with the family?
With the neighbors, when they start cutting the hair and all that shit.
I don't know. It was nice that he found a talent right away and found something to do. Like,
look at this. Let me put my obvious scissor power to use.
yeah. What else is he gonna do?
That's true. Shove it up his bunghole. So yeah, so the movie just it progresses, like the love interest becomes Kimmy, with Jim. She sees Jim with Kimmy, and then he's getting angry. He's like, "I want you, but you don't want me, and I'm the right." That's what it is. It becomes to evolve, and then that's what it is. Like you said, it's a gothic romantic movie, the Beauty and the Beast style, with different hijinks in the middle.
Yep, yep. Cutting of age.
That movie. All right, let's fast forward to the part where Jimmy, I mean, Kimmy tells Jimmy to tell Edward to break into houses. He's got to jiggle it. If you could see that he gets scissors, right? And jiggles it and it opens. Can you just get a regular pair of scissors and fucking do it yourself?
I mean, that's really all it was. Then those were like, they weren't even like small scissors that could fit in a place. Like, they were just like those big, doofy ones. Like,
It's an oversized kid one. He's like,
yeah, the biggest ones I could find. Like, I'm just gonna intricately. I watched the Lock Picking Lawyer. Okay, it's a good YouTube show that we're plugging right now.
he's like,
Yeah, it's very good. You should watch it sometime. Great advice.
just get in there. He's like, oh, okay. So he does that. He wiggles it, and then the alarm goes off and he's trapped in. He looks better with a hat and a what? What is he wearing? A black jacket?
Yeah.
And like a baseball hat and all that. Look, he would have dressed like that in the get-go. I understand. Look, GQ all over him. Not those overall baggy bullshit. So the alarm system comes, the cop comes, like, put the weapon down. I said, put the weapon down. Like, man, this guy got 10 warnings. He would have been shot the second time they would have said to put his weapons down. What did they? It would be tase? You would have tased him or shoot him, drop him to the ground.
Huh?
People getting shot for holding water hoses.
It was a different time.
Yeah, I bet. And he's white too, so it's a black cop with a white guy, so a little wokeness right here or not? Nah? Reading too much into it.
Sure, why not?
So yeah, so the black guy, and he went all the way towards him too. He's like, no, that's his hands, that's his hands. I'll be like, fucking take those hands off then. Remove the hands.
Yeah.
And it's funny, he goes, cuff him. He's like, where? Couldn't he just rip it? But I guess he's playing with the rules. He goes to jail. And then do the typical, what's it called? Sitcom thing. Like, oh, Edward, see, that damn TV always influence you bad. You don't know better. Did somebody put you up to this? He's like, yeah, at least he's not a snitches because you already got stitches.
It's like Burger King. They don't snitch.
So the dad is like, I'm blaming the TV or whatnot. And it's like, oh, Edward, we're going to find a way to teach you right. It's this family that corrupted you, wasn't it? And then Kimmy puts him aside. It's like, hey, thank you for not telling on us. I'm sorry. He's like, I already knew it was Jim's house. He's like, you did? He's like, yeah. Then why you do it? Because you told me to. Right there with my head will be like, I got a boss. She became the boss of him,
Yeah.
There
That's
you
why
go.
there would be a sequel, because if it was made now, it would be
There've been two girls.
it would be Stepward Scissorhands.
With dildo hands, different attachments.
Mm-hmm.
You got the jigsaw going. Anyways, moving on. She's like, what? You did it because you yeah. They're like, okay, thank you.
Mm.
And then he goes on the TV, right?
Yeah.
So Jim, Kim, Kevin are watching Edward being interviewed. It's his mom. And then what's it called? All of a sudden, Kim is like really hard looking at him. He's like, I don't know why, but I'm getting this boner for him. He's so mysterious.
I got a little boner for you.
Boner for you. His love burner. I was like, how? You guys don't even speak or interact just because you found a puppy that will do anything you want. See, guys, never fall for a cute face, but get it with a thick waist. Hello. Not all the love and not all the money to all the women. So just because somebody talks to you nice, don't fall in love, bro. Don't be PC white. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. We're explicit here. Don't get pussy whipped, bro. Don't be like your first girlfriend, like, oh my god, I'll do anything for you. I'll buy you anything you want. No. You set the rules, bro. You grab the balls.
I mean,
you have
really,
the balls.
his only ever girlfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
He just had to get it while he got it.
Well, anyways, Miss over here is staring intently, and then all of a sudden, Mr. Edward, because they ask him like, "Is there a girl that you're seeing? Is there a little Mrs. Scissorhands?" I'm like, again, why they find this guy so attractive? I have fucking no idea. Because Johnny Depp underneath all that.
Yes.
I could see in your soul, you're a beautiful creature.
And then he
So
was like,
misunderstood.
and then he pointed one of his scissors and was like, Amber Heard. And then it was like,
Oh my. He chopped his tip off.
Credits. And then they all sang Chop Suey by System of a Down.
Oh my goodie. And they took a shit on his chest.
Calm down, Blippy.
For Mr. Team Edward over here, he points to the microphone and he goes, he gets electrocuted and it gets fried. His hair is poofed up even more.
That's when it started to actually look cool.
He's gonna come out looking like the Frankenstein bride.
I mean, yeah, it's funny how much he looked like Beetlejuice.
It's gonna be like Frankie Weenie.
Yeah.
Sheesh. That's true.
Where are you going, babe?
I thought he was gonna look like fucking Freddy Krueger after the electrocution.
That didn't hold long enough.
Sheesh, this is regenerative power. So yeah, anyways, it goes back, you know. When they do the little backstory on him, right here, right? Talk about the creator.
Yeah. It was like toward the end.
So it's during the he's like, first of all, where the hell you get a big block of ice? Did he made it himself? Did he order at Costco? Did they went to ice.com or
Wow.
icebaby.com?
When you live in the Midwest, there's just blocks of ice everywhere.
I bet there are. You're like, oh, I'm gonna pick this block of ice.
Pretty much.
Did they drop it off? Anyways, so it's Christmas time. He's looking at it and he's like doing this drum thing. And then he's doing the drum roll. And then all of a sudden it's like, it's snowing outside. Because the dad is in the roof, you know, putting the fake snow. That's commitment right there. You know, I'll give kudos to the dad going all out. So he's chopping it. He's creating an angel that looked like Kimmy. And I'm telling you, he's already got Pee-wit. And all of a sudden, Kimmy over here is putting her hand out like this. Because she's trying to catch the snow and slice. Slice her hand. Like I sliced my hand and you slice your finger. It was one of those.
Not with a chainsaw.
Jeez. There you go. Don't they use chainsaws, right? To carve the eyes?
Yeah, that's what I was using.
That's what he was doing. He was doing his own eye sculpture in front of his lawn.
The tears were there, but wouldn't it be cool if there was like a fire breather that like sculpted ice? Just breathe. Oh, little.
That'd be cool. There, guys, we're a new contest, and let me see your ice sculptors.
I knew of a glass blower who did that.
You go blow this ice.
Yeah, the glass always paid pretty well.
So the guy came in. Jim is like, "Look what you did! You hurt her! Get out of here, you freak! Nobody likes you." Starts pushing him. Get out of here! And he's like,
All right, fine. Right.
He starts running away. Like, Ed, where are you going, Ed? So he's mad. And then he's like, what are you doing? He's like, that freak cut you. He's like, stop it. I don't love you, Jim, no more. Get out of here, you punk. He's like, what? You're leaving me because of that creature? So anyway, so he leaves. And the mom's like, oh my God. You're like, let me put pressure on this cut. It's nothing. And there were other rumors saying, oh, he attacked you, blah, blah, blah. So Kevin leaves. Not Kevin. Edward leaves. And then the dad's like, all right, I'll go get him. Again, commitment to this guy he doesn't know. I know we skipped the part where she went to the barbershop, remember? With that girl and puts him in the back.
I don't know. That was him. That was his opportunity to grow as a man.
Can you imagine? He actually God, I don't know.
You could have got free augmentation.
Sheesh, a little bit off the top.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets a little off the top. Anyway, so yeah, the guys, that happens. So you go seek that part out. You see her bra. It's like, oh, you could cut this button off for me. You expose my boobies. Like, what was she expecting anyways? Like, she's a robot. You know what it reminds me of? Remember in Hellboy, the first one? The guy with the turns his thing? He's like made out of sand, remember? The first boss? He turns it, he goes, shh, shh, shh. And he's like, starts fighting and shit. It reminds me of him.
Man, all right, yeah. I'll talk about that at the end.
So yeah, we're moving on forward. So titty parts happen. I was watching with a little person, and I was like, "Yeah, is it gonna happen? I don't remember. It's been a long time." So I had my butt. I had my hand on the button, so just in case. So we fast forward. So yeah, he's running away. He's mad. He's cutting the legs. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna call 911. There's a menace on the loose." So everybody's turning his back on him, on Edward. So he does the lap. He's managing to come back home. And all of a sudden, Jim is with his buddy. He's like, oh, I can't believe he dumped me for that guy. Can you imagine what he could do with those scissors? I mean, everywhere. He starts laughing like, shut up, fool.
What does that even mean?
I know, right?
So hard. Oh, I can only imagine. It slices through my muscles like butter.
I want to feel that if I'm alive. Cut me. Cut me.
That's the only explanation as to why his friend was driving like a fucking lunatic.
Because he makes him drink. He's like, do you want me to drive?
You know what? All the more reason you're staying between the lines. There's cops everywhere. You're going to be like, oh, we cut through the sedge. Nobody's been that drunk, but also coherent in speaking.
All that at once.
Nah.
And there's no traffic in this cul-de-sac. So I don't know why he's swerving left and right. You just hold the damn steering wheel straight. That's it.
Past the Gucci.
He's like,
inside.
He's like more movement than the waterbed. He's just like, skirt, skirt.
Maybe his hands are scissors too. It's someone driving with scissors.
I want to feel his knives on my face.
Oh man.
So homie over here swerving, and then Edward and Kimmy, they're doing the under the the window, hug. He's like, hold me. He's like, I can't hold you.
Yeah, her in her wedding dress for some reason.
Please hold me. I'm like, I don't know how. And embrace. Like, he's not a man anymore. You like this song? It's like over and over playing. It's gonna be stuck in your ear.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anyway, so they embrace, and then they look out the window, and you hear one of the a ballerina falls over, and then you see Kevin like walking through a mist. What is the guy from Family Guy? Like, oh, I wish there was a newspaper guy.
Oh, hey there.
There you go.
Hey there, Chris.
So he passes through one of them, like, hey, you. He's like, huh? Did they capture the freak?
Oh, yeah, I did. Just screw that guy because he went up to him and he was like, hey, don't let anybody call you a cripple. And then he's like, fuck that cripple.
You don't have a disability.
The hell did you say, Mr. Withersby? Slow your roll, bro.
That's hilarious. Like Kevin's like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've been having fun with my homies, smoking and drinking.
Homies that guy could have chopped up in Vietnam. Where were you when we needed you?
Back in my day.
This used to all be orange groves.
Sheesh. So homie over here is like walking, and you hear the swerving. And then everybody's, for some reason, they spot Kevin. So the van is speeding towards them like 10 miles per hour. And Edward fucking imprints on him. He tackles Kevin. You should have left it at that. He tackles him in the head. You're like, oh, are you okay?
Are you okay?
I said, are you okay? Do you need help?
Like, yeah, I wouldn't do that. Even normally, I wouldn't like brush my hand on someone's face. Is this too close? Is this uncool? Are you okay?
Yeah, there you go. You would have done the backhand or something, not the front hand, knowing what the hell you are.
No heavy petting necessary.
Let me help you. Let me help
Kevin
you.
was just fine, man.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
He doesn't need your salad fingers on his face.
Dude, you just tackle him, get up, and that's it. I save your ass. Good. No, he had to go the extra mile. And then their lady, of course, comes out. He's attacking Kevin. Oh my God. Every comes out, and then the dad comes, get away from him. Stop hurting him. She's like, ow, ow. Kevin, too, a little bitch. Ow, ow, it hurts. Stop. Just punch him in the face. Kick him in the nuts. You're good. He's your homie. You already know. It's like, hey, stop it. Oh, yeah, another thing we skip. He takes him to show and tell. So that's payback, bitch. I'm not a fucking pet. I'm not a pet rock. This movie. So yeah, so he's like, again, get out of here, you freak. So he's running. This is funny. He's kind of speed walking, and the cop behind him so slow. He's like, hey, stop. I'm trying to get you. Stop.
Oh.
He pulled over.
Yeah, meanwhile, he's like, he's walking like Squidward to run away.
He's like, what's his name? Fucking from Futurama?
I wish you would stop making that noise so I could play my clarinet with my Scissorhands.
Was it like Dr. Soyberg? So he does that, and then the cop's like, stop.
Edward, why not?
Why are you? Stop.
Oh.
This is so stupid. Anyway, he could have ran them over, hit him in the back of the leg, or can you imagine he had a canine unit on him and let the dogs out?
You could just do their hair.
He's like, nah, homie's cool. I don't want to hurt him. So anyways, he gets chased up the thing, and then he shoots 3 rounds up in the air. What happened? Show's over. Everybody go home. But where's the body? Go home. There's no body. No anybody. Show's over. He went up to the hill. He's not gonna come back down. Then don't you come back down, you hear?
Go away. All right, I'm out of here.
I know, right? It's his fault what happens next. Instead of taking him into custody or removing him or putting him in a foster home or a fucking pizzeria, he just shoots up and tell him, "Hey, go back home. Go shoot, scatter, go."
Stick him in a DiGiorno.
Instead of putting him in jail or anything, he's like, "No, just go home. Just leave him alone, guys. It's over." Dude, you would have think they would have put the gate up again or something. But the gate's still on the floor. It's like, and then the cop leaves. She's like, "I ain't dealing with this shit."
Getting too old for this shit.
You wouldn't think that you would be freaking out. Everybody like normal and casual. It's like, whatever. It's one of creature, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know. He's the hotness.
I know, right? It's a talk all the time. It's like, and then the lady from 2.5 Men is like, "Well, I'm not satisfied. I want to see a body. I want to go and see what happened." So he goes up. Everybody's like leading a mob up the hill. It looks like Kim beat everybody up there. Kim and Jim. All right, freak. It's just you and me now. So then the roof pie fighting and punching himself. I know there's a flashback right here. Let's just cut in right here where with the creator.
Yeah, it was long before that, but yeah, we can still. It's fine.
So right here he goes, "Edward." He's like, "Yes, I have a surprise for you." What is it?
It's the new Play-Doh handset. Do. But first he goes through his blueprints and he's like, look, here's a completely naked little doll thing. Here he is with the Voldo scissors and the BDSM suit. And then here he is with normal hands. What? Why did it go from that to way over to that? Why was there a middle phase at all?
I was just like, here, I don't think of it at all. It's just like, here's your Play-Doh hands at the end.
What fuckery? There was no explanation for the second phase that he was stuck in. It wasn't like, well, first he has to chop the fabrics for the fabric factory. It was just fucking like, I don't know, dude. I got like scissors and shit on the floor. That's what he's got, all right? Until the hands get here from the Play-Doh factory.
A little bake oven. He has to let it finish cooking. That's a good idea, what you just said. I never thought of it. He probably had a use for him, and then he's like, he fell in love with him. He turned him into his BDSM boy, and then he's like, "I'm adopt you."
I don't know. I just think he was just like bonkers, man. He's like, it was like Da Vinci's Journal, you know, where it has all the flying machines where you step on a pedal and it's like, it's like that shit. Like
it's just like they just created it out loud. Like, imagine a human with scissor hands.
He's like, he's actually a suit of armor and you can use them.
He has different settings. He's got to go back into his head and change it. I'm telling you, man, he's a robot. He had a purpose of, like you said, cutting fabrics and whatnot, and then he's like, you know what? I don't have an heir to the throne. Can you imagine he named him his heir, but then he fell asleep, but then he died before he signed the papers?
And he's just like, here, take these fragile hands.
And what did he do with the body when he fell? Did he just bury him in the back? Ate him?
I think he just chopped them into very fine pieces.
That would have kept me alive for another 10 years, you know? The eyes, the intestines. Oh, God.
Oh.
So, yeah, so he's presenting the hands to him, and all of a sudden, he had a stroke or a heart attack. He had one of those things.
I don't know. He sneezed, and then he went to cover his mouth, and he stabbed him instead.
So as he goes for to hold the hands, he goes through the hands. He goes here, and he puts them through. He's like, "No, my hands, my hands."
Okay, dude.
Drop my hands. So he collapses and then he does the Kevin thing again. Like, Dad, or Dad, you okay? See, he's doing that. He's like cutting him in the face. So now it looks like his attempted murder.
Ah! He said, "Are you okay?" I was.
Trying to resuscitate him, or you just stabbing him.
Put pressure.
The other way, you idiot. Use your palms, not your
What is
fingers.
mouth open?
Oh my. That would have been horrifying. Mouth to mouth. Like, oh.
Mouth. I can't tell which one it is.
He's gonna look like the dead silent girl. With his mouth open. Oh, agape.
A gape is not. Is not a pleasant word.
Sheesh.
I'm cool with moist. I rocks with moist, but a gape.
You got a gaping moist mouth.
A gape is just. It's just. It's
Too
not-
gapey.
It's not pleasant. It's not hitting. Yeah, I don't vibe with that word.
So homie was he passed, and I'm surprised nobody came, or there was no funeral service for him. There was nothing, right?
Tesla. He's a shut-in. He's a weirdo.
So yeah, so Mr. over here probably buried him in the back seat, in the backyard somewhere, or chopped him up, or you would have thought that the products as he was creating, that he was selling to the town or somewhere, right? You wouldn't think like, oh, well, what happened to his products? Did it end or it went belly up?
Yeah, I don't know. He was the CEO of Acme Corp.
Acme Cola.
I mean, everything he had was on a stupid, useless conveyor belt.
You know, stupid that the fucking when they mixed the fucking dough and then the little supposedly cookie walkers,
Yeah.
that shit was all lawful crooked. It was creating what cookies? It was creating cookies, and then you got the heart shape, and then you got an idea. Oh, I'd create a little boy myself. So it has to be a robot.
Yeah.
It has to be. Because it's not Frankie Weenie. You would think.
Yeah, I don't think he's connected to any other Burton thing.
No, this is Jack before Jack was Franklin. Was it? Victor, there you go.
Oh yeah.
So Edward was Victor before Victor was Edward. So there's a tie-in in there somewhere.
All I know is Edward Scissorhands, when he's not doing the lawn manicures and the haircuts, like he's giving a guy on a sushi date trying to impress his girl. You don't know how to use chopsticks. I got it. It's fine.
Yeah,
What-
like, he throws it up in there, chops up the thing.
Was that wasabi? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's all good. Do
Do you have a scratch you can get? I got you.
you want some, baby?
Is your back still itchy? Like, no, I don't have a back anymore. Thank you.
Great.
Sheesh. I think we could see what happened when Mr. Freddy Krueger uses those knives for the wrong. But Freddy Krueger opened those doors the same way. He was wiggling with his knives. You're too weird, bitch. What he said? Welcome to Hollywood, bitch, or something like that. It's been a while. Next year, October, we're gonna do a Nightmare Before Elm Street.
Gotcha, bitch.
There you go. So continuing on, Jimmy meets Edward and he's fighting, getting the upper hand on him. Which, man, just one hit, one stabby, it would have been over. Then Kimmy gets aboard,
I don't know.
Wax
how to
him over
do this.
so she's like, "Stop it, Jim! Leave him alone! Like you chose
Don't
him.
touch her!
You chose him over me." What do you see?
Explosion!
What do you see on this freak? I
Yeah,
told you to stop him. He's punching him and kicking him.
sucks. He has like 6 lines. He looks cool, but
No fighting skills. So he gets bumped in the head. I told you, if someone's gonna kill him, it's gonna be me. So yeah, so Jim turns around, gets mad, smacks Kimmy in the face. Team Edward gets mad, stabs the homie in the gut, and he pushes him off the edge. And he falls to the ground. No, to the bush that's holding him up like that. Oh no, he falls to the ground.
Yeah.
And everybody gets shocked, like, "Oh my god!"
That sounded cool. That's not.
They did the Spider-Man thing. He just falls over the window, and he goes all the way down. And then Kim is like, "But I love you. I want to be with you." Like, no, I'm a recluse, and I'm a virgin. Leave me alone. My life was better before you guys came into my life and ruined it. See, it's not his fault. It's other people that, just left. You should have left them alone.
I don't know. He wasn't doing shit. His life sucked.
He has a purpose. A purpose. So, anyways, Kim is trying to find a way to diverse the mob. So she sees a spare claw thingy, with the scissor hands. See, look, he had options.
Yeah, he had to spare one of those, but apparently you had to wait for the shitty hands to arrive from China. 6 to 8 weeks.
They got stuck on the boat. So yeah, see, it's over. What happened? The roof caved into him, and they kill each other. He stabbed him, and the roof fell on him. How
And
does that
then
work?
he got super diarrhea, and then he couldn't hold it, and then he blew his guts out his butt.
Oh goodness sake! That's a
And then I
fatality.
thought maybe he was still alive, and then a land shark walked up into the house on its robot legs, and then it ate him. And then I thought maybe he was in the shark's stomach still.
Sharknado.
And then the shark, it was hit by an airplane that exploded, and then it was in the fire. He died.
The
She
end.
said all that because nobody believed her, and she kept having to. And they're like, "No, there's still a chance. He's still in the land shark's stomach." And she's like, "No, because then the airplane.
Blew up.
You saw it. You guys saw it.
The end. Everybody go home now.
Yeah. Did we? Yeah, probably.
Dude, I want the body. I don't want no body. And it's funny, they just left the body of Jim's there. Like, oh well, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, that guy was a douche. Even the friend didn't even come back.
Nobody came back from nothing. That's what I'm saying. The earth eats people who die there.
The homie was too hopped up on the juice.
He's like, hey, he's better off. Fuck it, whatever. We don't need him.
More room in my van.
You thought they would have carried him out like when they crowd surf people? I thought they were gonna hold him up like that. What are they gonna do? Call the cop again? Like, look, he's dead. You would have done your job. None of this would have happened.
It's like, all right, there's a dead body. Nothing else to see here. Move along.
Exactly. He would have saved Jim's life. He would have just arrested him, taken him away. But no, he's just like, well, I'm done. I did my part. But yeah, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the movie that Kim is old, like an old bat. Grandma, tell me a bedtime story. Why does it always snow here?
So this is another one of those movies from the 90s where like somebody goes on to live a full life and has a family and grandkids and everything else, but just reminisces on that one hookup.
Is he still alive? I don't know. But it's always snowing every time he went up there. And then it cuts to him just going like, He was like, "Mom, seriously, how the hell? What he gets ice delivered to his house? I'm telling you."
And then it's him with like a banquet frozen turkey dinner. He's pulling it out of the microwave. Like,
It just falls on it. It just falls. He's like, he looks down. He's like, "Fuck. I guess I'm eating off the ground again tonight."
yeah, his life's probably pretty cool. It's like fucking miserable.
He's like, "Why did you create me?"
I really wish I had some more Avon.
In a fucking word twist, he just ends his life. He just jumps off, but then he gets put back together like Sally. A never-ending cycle.
Mhm.
There's a robot just to take care of him.
What is my purpose?
Can you imagine? He opens the closet and there's a full family in there. The girl, his
Bring the
two
butter.
kids.
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's my purpose. Like, oh god,
Oh.
yeah, that's it. You bring the butter. But yeah, we think he's a robot. I think he's a robot or cyborg. Can't be real because the guy was an inventor, so to speak. And he created them to cut fabrics or knead the dough or cut the shapes of cookies or finger blast his butthole. I don't know.
We don't know because apparently he had him for years, and he only made him to phase 2 where he just sits and reads stories.
Shit. He was still at the mind of a child, probably.
Whatever. So
Or he's like empty. He was like, I'm telling you, he was like, program me the way you want me.
yeah, you're just grooming him.
I feel like Kim would have, throughout the years, go back and visit him in secret.
Yeah,
He has to.
I mean, she obviously really didn't love him. she's like, man, that guy was weird, and he also killed my boyfriend.
She just left him there, like, it was just the new thing of the month. We will see what else. I'm telling you, like, it was something new in a cul-de-sac. Everybody's like obsessive with her. It's just something new, not the same old, or the same people.
Yep.
So that's our thought on the cyborg that is Edward Scissorhands. Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob? Or Jim, I mean.
I don't. Neither one, man. They both suck.
How would you live your life with your Scissorhands? Will you find a cosmetic person to help you change your life?
I mean, yeah, just keep 2 of the scissor fingers, and then you got other fingers. Like,
Their appendix.
I don't know, dude. If you can't jork your gorg, like, what the fuck is the point? That sucks.
Hey, can you imagine his York is actually a grinder? So every time he goes, ksh, ksh, ksh. Oh yeah.
That's actually a point because he's got a sharpener. They seem sharp consistently.
Yeah.
That is a good point. It could be a whetstone.
He's got a hook to it.
Oh man, we don't talk about no hawk. No, what was it? The hawk coin. Oh man, if you bought a hawk coin, you're a dumbass and you deserve it. But still, oof.
I know, fucking idiots. They thought it was gonna be the next hit after Doji Coin or Doja Cat.
Nah, see, that's the thing though, is that I don't think anyone really believed that it had staying power. Everyone was just like, I'm gonna buy in real quick and then dump it before it's too late. But
It was
it
too late.
happened so fast that everyone's like, ah, shit.
Next time, invest in Edward's coin.
Mm-hmm. Scissor coin.
Says We're gonna start that scissor coin.
I don't know. I feel like now there's probably a lot of cool jobs that you could have with scissory hands that maybe didn't exist in the 90s, but he's immortal. So just wait a little bit.
You could chop carrots and all that.
Hmm. Yeah, like be a chef. That would be cool.
Ooh, there you go.
But
You just
only
get you
a
in the
very
corner.
specific kind of chef.
You're chopper. You're the prepper.
You replace one of your fingers with a measuring cup, and one with a little rolling pin.
That's hilarious.
One's a tenderizer and a garlic crusher.
Oh, you got salt and pepper. Man, this guy, he's more attachment than anything.
Yeah, he just becomes Inspector Gadget.
I just want to see this.
Gadget, salt and pepper shaker.
There you go. That's another idea.
You will not stop me, Edward.
That's like a guy with fucking lung cancer.
No, that's okay. Well,
Scar.
at least it's not as timely a reference as.
Is it
Inspector
Paul or
Gadget.
Scar or?
Dude, it's what's her name? What was her name? Kat Von D or whatever. She stopped doing tattoos, I guess.
That's her. The chain smoker. Welcome to LA Inc. Guys, this is our deep dive into Edward the Robot Hands. Let us know what you guys think. What Edward is? Is a humanoid? Is he a xenomorph or is a henomorph?
Edward is the leader of the celebrity cabal. That's like. Shut up, QAnon.
Yeah, guys, that's our review of Edward. It's a fun movie, you know. It's pretty quick. Has a lot of hijinks, like we said in the middle. Recommended just to throw it on the background, or when you're doing your holiday gift wrapping, you need someone to cut cut the wrap.
Yeah.
Get inspired, but please be careful when you're cutting. You don't want to end up with a sliced palm or finger. Exactly.
Or baby brother.
Or go cut the turkey, or a baby brother.
Kevin.
Kevin, we've been gone long enough. I know we're welcome back. Our next week, we'll keep you posted on what it is going to be between. Yeah, we're going to keep it a mystery.
Yeah, we'll keep our options open.
For the head word, I am Ray Zombie. This is and has been the Hitman and the Eshami.
Check it out. We on the scene with the dopest review show you ever seen. We got a hitman and a zombie.